In a day and age when testing on animals is frowned upon more and more, it's actually become a marketing ploy to tell your customers that your products are cruelty-free. Cruelty-free is a label for products or activities that don't harm or kill animals anywhere in the world. Products that are tested on animals are not considered to be cruelty-free because testing on animals is often painful for the animal and it causes millions of animal deaths every year. If you're someone that wants to know what's in your makeup bag, this list is for you. I'm gonna let you guys know about some makeup brands that you didn't know aren't cruelty-free right now on IO. Even though the grammar doesn't really make sense in that sentence, but it does, kind of. Welcome back to InformOverload. On this channel, we talk about what's trending. I'm Charlotte Dobre. Subscribe for a different take on the news and follow us on social media so we can connect outside of YouTube. In order for a brand not to be considered cruelty-free, it means they break at least one of the 5 cruelty-free 5 rules. Number 1, their company engages in animal testing. Number 2, their suppliers engaged in animal testing. Number 3, they allow third parties to test on animals. Number 4, they test on animals where it's required by law. And number 5, they knowingly sell products in mainland China, where animal testing is almost always performed. Hopefully this video gives you some insight on the practice of animal testing, and you can make the decision on what companies to support afterwards. I also will include a list of cruelty-free products confirmed to be cruelty-free at the end of the video. All right, first up we have NARS. One of the great things about NARS was not just the quality of their products. NARS actually used to be considered cruelty-free. Unfortunately, as of 2020, they are no longer cruelty-free because they joined the Chinese market. If you're gonna sell makeup in China, your products have to be tested on animals. That's the law there. There are a few companies on this list that sell their products in China, but unfortunately that means that their products aren't cruelty-free. Makeup companies sell their products in China for the money. China has a huge market for cosmetics, probably the biggest in the world. As of 2020, China still requires most cosmetics to be tested on animals so they can be sold in China. Next up we have Rimmel London. Rimmel is a very popular makeup brand that's available in pretty much every drugstore on the planet. As a company, Rimmel claims to be against animal testing and they're committed to the ending of animal testing across the makeup industry. But their company isn't cruelty-free. When asked why they're selling their products in China, even though they claim to be against animal testing, they said this: Chinese consumers have made it clear they want Rimmel London. It would not be right to deprive them of the products they want to use and enjoy. Our industry continues to work together in encouraging the Chinese authorities to accept more modernized, non-animal safety testing methods. It's important to note that although Rimmel says that they don't test their finished products on animals, there's no mention of their suppliers or ingredients. It's way more important to Rimmel to comply with safety regulations across the globe, even if it means not being a cruelty-free company. Next up we have L'Oreal. Considering the fact that L'Oreal's website specifically states that L'Oreal no longer tests any of its ingredients on animals anywhere in the world, nor does L'Oreal delegate this task to others, you would think that as a company they would be cruelty-free, but they are not. Any company that sells their products in China is not cruelty-free. They have to test on animals, it's mandatory. They say in the fine print on their website, an exception could be made if authorities required it for human safety or regulatory purposes, which is legal jargon for we do test on animals if they make us. It's important to note here that L'Oreal actually owns several other companies who also sell their products in China. Yet L'Oreal maintains that they are cruelty-free. L'Oreal owns companies like NYX, Lancome, Maybelline, and Urban Decay. Next up on our list we have Morphe. Morphe has become a staple in the makeup community, not only because pretty much every huge beauty guru has released a collaboration with them, but because they claim that they are 100% vegan. They don't test any of their ingredients or their products on animals and instead they test them on humans. Yet, according to Leaping Bunny, PETA, or Choose Cruelty Free, Morphe is still not identified as a certified cruelty-free brand. That doesn't necessarily mean that they aren't cruelty-free, they're just not certified, for whatever reason. You might have to ask PETA about that. Maybe Morphe is still under their radar, who knows? It's become a pretty big company, but as of 2020, they aren't a certified cruelty-free makeup brand. One thing that I wanted to mention is that Morphe is actually sold in China, but they use a method called cross-border e-commerce, which allows them to keep their current manufacturing practices without animal testing. They are an overseas direct supplier. The products are being shipped directly from the suppliers to China, maybe from Australia to Beijing, rather than shipping the products from within China. So they're able to find a loophole. Interesting. Next on our list we have Makeup Forever. Considering how bomb Makeup Forever's HD foundation is, it might upset you to know that Makeup Forever isn't a cruelty-free brand. It also doesn't have an official animal testing policy on its website. I guess it's good that they're not being two-faced about testing on animals. A lot of the companies I previously stated would say, you know, oh, we're totally against it, we're committed to the ending of animal testing, and yet it's like, oh, but we also sell products in China, so we aren't that against it. A lot of the companies on this list have fine print disclaimers about testing on animals, even though they claim to not test on animals anywhere in the world. The French makeup brand Makeup Forever is owned by Louis Vuitton Moet Hennessy, a French luxury goods company, which isn't cruelty-free and does test on animals. Makeup Forever is sold in China at Sephora stores, and it's not 100% vegan. Many of the products contain animal byproducts from fish, bees, and other animals. And also some of the products contain palm oil. Palm oil is in many products like bread and ice cream. It's trans fat free and it's also found in cosmetics and soap. But the demand for palm oil is leading many animals to extinction because huge chunks of the rainforest are being cut so that it can be harvested. Palm oil farming is estimated to have caused the deaths of over 100,000 orangutans in the last 16 years alone. Next up, we have Bobbi Brown. It states on Bobbi Brown's website that all Bobbi Brown products are tested for irritants and allergens using biological assays and human volunteers. They say, "We do not test our products on animals, nor do we ask others to test products on animals on our behalf, except ding ding ding, when they are required by law." In other words, despite doing other testing, Bobbi Brown has to test their products that are sold in China. It really confuses me as to why a product has to be tested on animals even though it's already been tested on humans. That's just like unnecessarily cruel. Yeah, okay, you're good, you're not gonna cause irritation, but you need to put it on an animal to make sure. How does that make any sense? If a product is tested on a human and it gets the green light, then why does it then need to be tested on an animal? It's important to note that Bobbi Brown herself ended up leaving her makeup company. On one of those advertisements for her masterclass, I saw that she responded to someone who was calling her out for testing on animals. Bobbi said in response that she is no longer with the company. So who knows, maybe the whole animal testing thing was one of the reasons why she left her brand. Based on that response, she wanted that person to know that she's not associated with them because they do animal testing. And the last one on our list is Chanel. I love me some Chanel, but yeah, I was really disappointed to hear about this as well. Chanel doesn't even have an official animal testing policy on its website. Probably because Chanel's ingredients are tested on animals and then they're also tested again when the products are finished. Chanel is one of the biggest companies in the world that still does this practice. The fine print, Chanel says that product testing on animals might be carried out by ingredient suppliers in the case of some raw materials that are used in other industries as well as the cosmetics industry, but only when there are no other so-called alternative substitute methods available in that could guarantee consumer safety. All right, guys, there you have it. And now I'm going to be telling you about some 100% cruelty-free products. Elf Cosmetics, Fenty, Charlotte Tilbury, Marc Jacobs Beauty, Lush, Anastasia Beverly Hills, Bite Beauty, and ColourPop. Go nuts. For now, I'm gonna wrap up this video with some quick comment features. 100K subscribers without any videos challenge said, nobody. InformOverload, making everyone's quarantine better. Oh, cute. Kawaii Girl said, I haven't been this early since coronavirus was on her world tour. Is she not still? I'll catch it next time. Crimson Carson says Charlotte should do a Wicked Witch of the West impression. Fly, my pretty. Was it good? I can't do the laugh though. I feel like you gotta get the laugh down. That is it for me. Thanks for watching. Leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want more of our videos, and I will see you guys next time.